This video will discuss the Title IV Part A Well-Rounded Education component. Section 4106E2C of ESEA, an LEA or a consortium of LEAs receiving SSAE program allocation of at least $30,000 must use at least 20% of the program funds for activities under Section 4107 that supports students' access to a well-rounded education. The purpose of a well-rounded education is to provide an enriched curriculum and education experiences to all students. In general, districts may use funds under Section 4107 for any program or activity that supports students' access to and success in well-rounded educational experiences. Please remember, all activities must be supplemental and not required by state or federal law in order to prevent supplanting. Keep in mind, the activity would not exist without Title IV Part A funding in order to prevent any supplanting. A well-rounded education promotes a diverse set of learning experiences that engages students across a variety of courses, activities, and programs. Some of the well-rounded educational activities could be STEM programs and materials, music and arts programs, foreign language instruction, accelerated learning programs, dual or concurrent enrollment programs, and early college high school courses. Some additional programs as well include social and emotional learning, civics education, college and career counseling, career and technical education program support. The purpose of a well-rounded education section is to provide an enhanced curriculum and education experiences to all students. Districts can use funds for a program or activity that supports students' access to and success in well-rounded educational activities and experiences. The programs and activities should be evidence-based and align with the results of the needs assessment. Districts may use funds in a variety of ways. Some district examples include an ACT boot camp to provide additional tutoring, test prep, and support to students before taking the test to improve low test scores. Several districts are using funds to support ways to expand their STEM program through purchasing materials like items for the robotics program or supporting a summer STEM program. Many districts have career and tech programs that are also being supported with Title IV Part A to expand the resources and purchase supplemental items for the programs in different career and tech pathways. Under Federal Regulations 2 CFR 200.307, any program income generated from utilizing Title IV Part A funds must be tracked and reported. It is very important to maintain very detailed, accurate records of the income as that could affect the federal award. Using Title IV Part A funds to support an art program and the students are selling their art, the money earned would be considered program income. Another example is a district is supporting a theater or music program performance. Tickets are sold. This would be considered program income. The selling of tickets to a theater or music production, band activity, or any activity that is funded by Title IV Part A funds that could generate income. If this happens, there are some additional reporting requirements that districts must submit to KDE quarterly. Please remember, if you have any income from a Title IV Part A activity, you will have to track and report that income quarterly. Well-rounded education component does have a supplement, not supplant component to it as well. This means, in general, districts may not use their SSAE program funds for the cost of activities in the three program areas of well-rounded education, safe and healthy students, and the effective use of technology if the cost of those activities would have otherwise been paid with state or local funds in the absence of their Title IV Part A funds. Funds can also not be used to cover the cost of anything that is considered part of the normal district function. Federal funds are always supplemental and should be used to address the identified need and to add additional support, training, programs, and activities. This also means that if one district is utilizing their local funds for an activity that would typically be allowed under Title IV, the district cannot switch to paying for that activity with federal funds because those funds are now available. They would not be able to switch that. One example is if a school resource officer is being paid out of state and local funds, they cannot now be paid out of Title IV funds just because the Title IV funds are now available. Or software or curriculum that had been purchased for one school from general funds, then that cannot be paid now out of federal funds because the question would arise, why isn't the district using the original funding source as they previously did? If there has been a reduction in the funding source, there would need to be documentation in the board meetings reflecting that the fund source was now reduced. Here are a few ways Title IV Part A funds can be spent in the well-rounded education component. They are including, but not limited to, the following: college and career counseling, music and arts education, science technology, engineering and mathematics, STEM. This includes computer science, accelerated learning programs, including advanced placement, dual credit programs, and early college high school courses, American history, civics, economics, geography, foreign language instruction, volunteerism and community involvement, social emotional learning, career and technical education. Please remember that all activities must be reasonable, allocable, they must be necessary, and everything must be documented. If you have any questions around supporting a well-rounded education activity or at your school or district, please reach out to Layla Brewer or Lee Bowling anytime. We are always happy to answer your questions relating to a well-rounded education.